Did you know the biggest threat of your retirement is not something that's talked about often? Our increased longevity in America means default retirement accounts like the IRAs, the 401ks, and the TSPs may not specific if you have over $100,000 in your retirement account. Get access to a free 2-minute report from Augusta Precious Metals and reveals the one step you can take to secure your financial future. Text SAFE SAFE to 35052 today.
I think the Freemasons deceived us when they created the imaginary globe model that they tried to prove. This is like 500 years ago. These guys like Newton and Copernicus, Galileo, they tried all these experiments and proofs and stuff, and they all failed. They didn't prove a globe at all, but yet they continually pushed this globe worldview, and most deceptions involve pride. So somehow human beings latched onto this globe thing thinking, hey, we're now superior, we're so intelligent, we can understand all these really complex theories that we don't really understand, but those scientists understand it, these really smart guys in some room somewhere with a lot of books, and these guys understand what's going on. So they push this globe view in primary schools especially. I remember being young, and the basic premise was that people who used to believe in the flat earth were really stupid. They believed they were going to fall off the edge, and now that we are better, we're more evolved, we're more advanced, and we know the truth. We're smarter than those people. And if you ever believed in a flat earth, you would just be really stupid. So that's what happens today when you tell people, oh yeah, the world is actually flat. They immediately go back to that indoctrination, that imprinting we received in the indoctrination centers, otherwise known as elementary school. And the teachers didn't know either. They're just doing their job. They're just teaching what's in the textbook and all this stuff. And all this is controlled at the top, by the Illuminati / Freemason / government that controls this world in our minds, essentially. So we've all been brainwashed since birth to believe in something that we didn't really understand, that we didn't really question. The big part of it is the psychology of deception, which involves pride, it involves gullibility, it involves indoctrination, and even imprinting the young people. So this is the classic example. I mean, that could be a whole different topic, but today I want to look at some numbers I've been working on. So where should we start? So I got this Excel sheet, and what I've done, I'll go to the top here. So I got the degrees, and what I'm doing is trying to come up with a system that makes sense, because anytime you base a flat earth model off of a globe, you're kind of basing it off of something that just doesn't even exist or make sense. And I'll kind of show you how I think they created the globe from the flat earth. I do believe the Freemasons know, in fact I know this for a fact, they know the earth is flat and they're deceiving us. Why do you think their sign, their symbol is a compass and ruler? A compass is used for circular geometry. They know what's going on, and they know how important these circles are, circumference, arc, all these kind of things. We're going to get into this a little bit. So even this Gleason map has a few mistakes, actually, and I do like the fact he divides this into 24 sections of longitude, which are, there's 360 degrees in a circle. Divide that by 24 hours in a day. It's every 15 degrees is 1 hour. It takes the sun 1 hour to go across these, and I have calculated exactly how fast the speed of the sun does move. We can do that with basic, as long as you know the radius. Really, that's all you need, and that's what I've been trying to figure out. So I think I found out what the radius, diameter, and circumference of the world are, and at each the equator, Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn, and so on and so forth. So we can get a lot of basic information from the, but we have to know where to start and what numbers to use. The Freemasons have been trying to deceive us with these numbers the whole time. So that's what I'm working on, trying to wake up from the deception, especially these numerical and mathematical deceptions that they've inflicted upon the unsuspecting public, including myself. So the first mistake with the Gleason map is Australia obviously is much too large, about twice as large as it should be. Australia in actuality is about slightly smaller than the United States, but here it looks like it's twice as large. So that's some problems we have with this map in trying to figure out how far these continents in the southern hemisphere are from each other, because that's where we're going to find the biggest difference in the globe and the...
Hey y'all, tired of paying outrageous prices for your medication while other countries pay just a fraction of the cost? Y'all know President Trump just signed an executive order to fix this problem. But why wait? BlockbusterHealth.com is already offering Americans these savings right now. I'm talking right now. We're talking up to 80% off of the same exact medications you're already taking. Same brand, same quality, just fair prices. Whether it's Ozempic, insulin, or any other prescription, Blockbuster Health connects you directly with licensed pharmacies that offer international prices. No middleman, no markup, just honest prices. So call 1-888-350-1353. That's again 1-888-350-1353. Or just visit BlockbusterHealth.com. Americans should not have to choose between their health and their wallet. So check it out. Once again, that number is 1-888-350-1353. Or just visit BlockbusterHealth.com.
The globe model is completely satanic. It has 666 written all over it. They claim that the Earth revolves around the Sun at 66,600 miles per hour. They also tell us that the curvature of 1 square mile is 0.666 feet. Look up the equation for curvature. It's 8 inches per mile squared, which would equal 0.666 for the curvature of 1 square mile. The Earth tilts at 66.6 degrees because they claim that its tilt is 23.4 degrees. You subtract that from a 90-degree angle, you get 66.6 degrees. You still think this is all a coincidence? But the Holy Scriptures have had it right this entire time. The Most High has created a flat, stationary Earth with a firmament dome over top. There's no such thing as outer space and other planets. That's all a made-up fairy tale. Fear before him all the earth. The world also shall be stable, that it be not moved. Hast thou with him spread out the sky, which is strong, and as a molten looking glass? It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in. Right, the heavens are like a tent to dwell in. And speaking of the firmament, hast thou with him spread out the sky, which is strong and as a molten looking glass? Alright, and this stuff has been hidden from all of us, which is why I've compiled this all into the True Earth book for you guys. You can download this right now in my profile. It exposes everything. Don't forget to like and follow for more truth, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
If you've been on TikTok lately, you've seen the flat earth theory. There are thousands of videos with hundreds of thousands of likes saying the earth is flat, covered by a dome, with lands beyond the ice wall full of aliens and strange creatures. It's everywhere. Even the news is covering it now. And you're probably thinking, wow, if the news is talking about it, maybe it's true. But you'd be dead wrong, because the flat earth conspiracy wasn't born on TikTok. It wasn't born from ancient wisdom. It was created by a religious cult in Illinois. Let's rewind to 1906. A man named Wilbur Glenn Valiva becomes mayor of a town in Illinois. But he wasn't just a mayor, he was a cult leader. The leader of the cult of Zion. He renamed the town Zion, Illinois, and it was here that the flat earth conspiracy was born. One of his cult's core beliefs? That the earth was a flat disk, surrounded by an ice wall, covered by a dome with the sun, moon, and stars painted above. He forced schools to teach it. He banned astronomy books. He filled the town's libraries with flat earth truth. And soon, the people of Zion were indoctrinated. He even put up a sign at the town's entrance threatening globe believers, flat earthers only. This was one of the first flat earth conspiracies in modern history. And even after resigning as mayor, Wilbur Voliva spread flat earth doctrine until his death in the 1940s. Fast forward to today. People online are pushing the same exact ideas Voliva's cult created over a century ago. The ice wall, the dome, the firmament. But here's the kicker. The Bible and older texts that flat earthers always reference, the word firmament was just the old word for heaven, not a glass dome above the earth. Now ask yourself, why is the news pushing this? Why are influencers everywhere repeating it? Because it's a psyop. The elites are running a script. One side plays the role of conspiracy underdogs, the other side plays the role of corrupted science believers. It's a stage play to keep you distracted, divided, and fighting over the shape of the earth. Mark my words, soon so-called whistleblowers will come out claiming they've been beyond the ice wall, that they've seen the dome, that NASA is hiding aliens on the other side. And by then, it won't even be a conspiracy anymore, because high-ranking officials will be saying it's true. But track the origins, and it all makes sense. The flat earth didn't rise from ancient wisdom, it rose from a cult in Illinois. So ask yourself, is this truth or just fantasy roleplay crafted to entertain us? While hiding something much darker, the choice is yours.
If you haven't already, make sure you download the Rumble app. It's free, simple to use, and the best way to stay connected, the content you want. Once you got it, search for my channel, hit follow. That way you get a notification every time we go live. No missing shows, no extra steps. You can grab it right now. Use the link in the description or the pinned live chat. Download it to your phone and you're ready to go. And if you prefer watching on the big screen, Rumble is available in all major streaming devices and smart TVs. Just search for Rumble, follow the channel, and be part of the action.
So Camellia and her friend Emily are huge fans of my Beyond the Ice Wall content. So much to the point where on their latest aviation trip, they went up to the captain's deck and asked him what he thinks the shape of the earth is. Check out what he said.
So, we're just here at the cockpit. Hello.
Listen to
So,
what he says.
the world is flat.
The world is flat.
Confirmed.
Completely flat. Completely flat.
Yes.
And ice wall, what's beyond the ice wall?
You get to that, and if you go down, and then gravity works in a different direction, so when it rains, it doesn't fall on the floor, it falls
Is there
upwards.
another world beyond the ice wall? Wow.
Guys, it is going mainstream. Pretty soon, everybody's going to know that there is land beyond the ice wall and that there are many secrets being kept from us by the government about what's actually in Antarctica. So if you want to come with me, I've been planning this trip forever. I'm going to go at some point. I'm going to go to Antarctica and I'm going to discover these secrets. If you want to come with me, just let me know. DM me, do whatever. Join my Discord. The link's in my bio. I really want to go on this trip, and I think it's about time that we put something together for it.
44-yard field goal to tie. The wind at his back. The snap is good. The ball put down. The kick is up and no good. Wide right. Wide right. The Bills kicker missed a field goal. Wide right. Jubilation for the Chiefs sideline. 1:43 to go. Bass missing wide right from 44.
Set your clocks, mark your calendars, and buckle up for the best NFL primetime football action starting September 4th on Westwood 1. You can catch all the bone-crashing hits, last-second heroics, and edge of your seat action at NFL Thursday, Sunday, and Monday nights have to offer. Whether you tailgating, driving, or chilling at home, don't miss a single snap. Listen on the NFL apps, the Westbrook One Sports app at westwood1sports.com, or just say, Alexa, open Westwood One Sports. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One. Ha! The experiment is over. The experiment is over. You know, we coming in to a new one. This is Dickie and Dice Game Show. We doing it live and lit. You know what I mean? We gonna pull out 2 episodes. You know what I'm saying? 2 live streams this weekend. So I hope y'all brace yourselves. And I hope y'all, you know what I'm saying, come aboard. You know what I'm saying? Check us out. I want to thank all the subscribers. I want to thank all the listeners. I want to thank all the people that's supporting us. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we've been doing this for years. We've done this over 2 decades. You know what I'm saying? Laying the information out, and you know, we go in with deep in politics. We go in deep with extraterrestrial information. We go into, you know what I'm saying, paranormal. You know what I'm saying? We do it all, you know what I'm saying, on We Are Vicious TV, Raw Vicious Network. You know what I'm saying? We give it to you raw, real, and unedited. You know what I'm saying? I'm with my brother Dickie Jr. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hey, he's an OG. He been, you know what I'm saying, educate himself about, you know what I'm saying, this ice wall, this experiment. He been educating himself on extraterrestrials. He been educating himself on the Moors. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know anything about the Moors? You know what I'm saying? The gematria. You know what I'm saying? He been, you know, educating himself, you know, especially on the reptilians, these shape-shifting reptilians. You know what I'm saying? They the ones who run these platforms, run all this, you know what I mean? So if people don't realize that, you know what I'm saying, furthermore, do your research, because, you know, this is so likely to be the truth, because a lot of people seeing, you know, there's a lot of, you know, this information that we was talking about over 20 years ago, you know what I'm saying? They facing it now, you know, they seeing it now, you know, especially come out with the information on this ice wall and the flat earth theory and the ball theory. You know what I'm saying? Do we live on the ball? Is this a flat earth? You know what I'm saying? Is we been lied to and been deceived for all these, you know what I'm saying, these generations, you know what I'm saying? Because what we getting, it's all because of these Freemasons. You know what I'm saying? They putting all this information out. Make sure we stay right here grazing in the pasture, you know what I'm saying, to keep us controlled. We lab rats, because you see what was you know what went on in 2020, you know what I'm saying? If that didn't wake you up, I don't know what, you know what I mean? Because, you know, they putting these vaccines out, you know, and like I said, we just experiment rats, you know, and we've been told, you know, this world is, you know, this world is, you know, ball and it's outer space and stuff. Now when we see, you know, they when they you know, shoot out a rocket or anything, you see, you know, it don't go straight up. You know what I mean? Now we getting into, you know, into depth and detail, you know what I mean? Because we never seen the rocket go straight up. So it's something up there. It's blocking and keeping us in this you know, this atmosphere, this inside something. So I mean, in the Bible it spoke about the firmament, you know what I'm saying, the waters above, the waters below. It spoke about that, you know what I'm saying, for all y'all Bible thumpers, because, you know, you should have known this, you know, you should have never missed this. It's all laid out for you, you know. Dickie, you there?
Yes, sir. I am here. I am
Yeah.
live and I am present.
Yeah, you know what I'm
We in the
saying?
house.
I'm telling you, it's
About
been what, 2 weeks?
about half full of ourselves.
Yo, it's been what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks. Chief light
Two
smoke on the block.
2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And now, this experiment is exploding on itself. You know what I'm saying? People waking it up. People seeing this
Engine
shit.
engine outlaw.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
I'm the engine outlaw. Cause I've been saying fuck all this shit for years.
For a long time. I mean,
It's
shit,
just
because,
a goddamn illusion.
it's all it is, man. We hearing about the Matrix. This all the Matrix and stuff like that. We living in a simulation. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's like this information is coming out so fastly. It's like people don't know what to take or know what to grasp onto it. But I tell people, what do you feel? You know what I mean? Because when it's like some people say they seen a
Hey,
ghost, but
Dice.
yeah.
It ain't gonna be about what they feel. It's about what they getting ready to get smacked in the damn face with.
Hey, we talk about that. People don't know what's
It's
coming
about what
down the
they getting
rabbit
ready to get
hole.
smacked in the motherfucking
Yeah,
face with. Shit.
I'm telling you,
They think
man.
they think we were hardcore. Well, shit, mainstream finna throw you some hardcore shit here in a few. They sure will.
Yeah,
They
they
ain't got
is.
no choice.
They
They
playing
time
it
is
out
up.
now. They playing
Yeah,
it out now. They playing
yeah,
it
they
out
playing
now.
it out now. Mm-hmm.
Because people thought, I didn't hear about this No King protest. They was thinking people, people was gonna get rowdy and stuff like that. So I still ain't really, dig on that, but we'll get on that later. That what I'm saying, that's on another topic. But what you think about this flat Earth theory and us being this experiment? Because
All
this
right,
is our
flat Earth. Well, you know how a pizza is, and then they put all them toppings on it. They make little ridges,
yeah,
and then it's down. Well, I think it's
yeah.
kind of something like that, but it's not just flat under the bottom now. No, it's just flat on top. It's something else going on up underneath. It's just not like a flat piece of under. No, it's some jaggedness up under this sucker. Cause you gotta remember, it was hit. It broke in half. And the asteroid belt, what they call the asteroid belt, in the Bible they call it the hammer bracelet. Um, that is, well, yeah, I think scientists want to call it the Van Allen belt or something. But anyway, that's the part of Earth that broke off when it was Tiamat. Now, but the Bible says there's a firmament up under us, there's a firmament above us. Well, we already know it's some water on the ground because we got oceans. We already know it rains out the damn sky. But we don't know where it's coming from. They said the clouds make
Yeah. That's a good point. It's a good point because, like I
it.
said, where the rain come from? If
Where
we
the rain
if
come
we
from?
so
They said the
yeah
clouds make it.
yeah yeah yeah. But they want to say it comes from the clouds, but we know they cloud seed. So I mean, do these
Yeah.
clouds do these seed? I mean, do this the cloud seeding machines? Do they hold some type of water liquid in it so it can start raining? So I mean, you gotta ask yourself
Why
that.
do
You know
you?
what I mean?
Yeah. Why you got a damn cloud seed to make it rain when you living on a water planet? There's more damn water than it is land. And for us beyond the ice wall, yeah, there's something going on over at the ice wall. And the thing about it is, the planets, like that dude said, now this is just theory, a theory. Like that dude
Just
said,
theory.
what?
All right.
Ain't
All
nothing
right.
else. Ain't nothing else out there. Well, all them planets they talk about, they certain points beyond the ice wall. I'm just thinking they could be certain points beyond the ice wall. I seen something about that one time. They
Well,
could
like I
be
said,
certain points like say Chicago. It's at a certain point on the map. Well, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, they could all be certain points around this sphere, this this round uh
Half flat,
pizza.
semi. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Half flat, semi. Yeah, I got you.
yeah. They certain points
Like a
beyond
oval.
the ice wall
Yeah,
on the map.
yeah.
But that's just a theory. But
Well, you see the girl. I played. I posted a video earlier. She talked to the AI, and the AI really gave her, a layout of, how, these planets. How they talked about the planets as being in outer space, but now it's more on this flat plane. It talks about it's on the other side of the ice wall, like Mercury and Venus and Neptune and Mars. It's more like it's like another area, from beyond the ice wall, but they got different frequencies. It's mixed up with different frequencies. So it explains
yeah,
that an AI. Why would they put that in there if it's someone that wants somewhat true? You see what I'm saying? Why would they put that
yeah.
in the
Cause see,
AI? You know what I'm
I
saying?
heard that before. I heard that before that it's certain things going on the other side of the ice wall that they got us an illusion of and making us try to think it's in outer space and that way. But here's another thing: how they make it get dark and how they make it get night. I mean, get day, get night.
Yeah, yeah. And it's saying, like, every other, these sections of, on the other side of the ice wall, they got their own moon, they got their own sun, they got their own, what I mean.
Yeah,
So it makes you thinking, like, if that so was true, what I'm saying. So basically, it's somewhat a visible, barrier on each, on each different, landmass that,
but
it
what
changed the
if it was like?
frequency. Go ahead.
But what if it was like this? All that shit do exist, but it exists in higher consciousness, not in
So
the
that's,
physical realm. But it only exists in the physical realm around us in
but
the ice wall.
that's what the AI
But
was saying.
but
That was
it
the AI.
exists. But it
Yeah.
exists on a higher conscious level, and
Hmm.
it's not matter. And all these plants and stuff and all this stuff do. But if you want it in a physical format,
Hmm.
it's all on the other side of the ice wall.
Okay. Well, like I said, the AI
That's just a
spoke
theory.
about the AI spoke about too. It rise up in frequency, and it spoke about Saturn too. You know what I'm saying? Because all these Satanists and these devil, these Satan worshippers, they say they worship Saturn. You know what I'm saying? And it spoke about Saturn in that part of the region. The Saturn is mostly dark, and what I'm saying, and it's mostly a frequency that basically, if you're not vibrating on this frequency, you ain't gonna be able to bear it. You know what I'm saying? So it spoke by its being a low frequency. So I'm just saying, the AI was breaking it down, like each sections had its own different type of frequency and on the beyond the ice wall. You know what I'm saying? So, and like, we've been told by the red planet Mars, it's in that area, in that section, saying you got certain beings that live there, you know what I'm saying? And, and they in that red planet, and they got their own, frequency and their own density, their own, type of, I won't say oxygen, I won't say oxygen, you know what I'm saying? We know anything about that, but it's got its own frequency there, you know what I mean? So it's like it's splitting up like in different sections, and hosts its own different type of frequency on the other side of the ice wall. Because I'm looking at the map, it showed different islands and stuff too. You know what I'm saying, on the other side of the ice wall. So I'm just saying, it could be a possibility. You know what I'm saying? But we
Yeah, it
know these.
shows a lot of greenery, a lot of lush greenery. Yes, a few ice patches, but the stuff that I've seen of what I've seen on the other side of the ice wall, it looked like it is pristine. It
It
looked like
does.
it's
It
yeah.
does.
It
It
looked
does.
like
It
it's.
does.
It
It does.
almost looked like it ain't real. It looks so pretty. And uh, the uh, the vegetation and stuff. it's so lush. It's just so lush and precious looking, you know. It's like, and well, wait a minute.
Well, it makes sense because
Speaking of the, but speaking of the ice wall,
something we ain't ever seen before. It's gonna look very different. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna look more cleaner, or you know what I'm saying, more denser. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna look different. Because we've been used to being inside this dome. You know what I'm saying? So if you start seeing shit on the outside, on the other side of the wall, of course it's gonna look different. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean it makes sense though. It makes sense. Go ahead, Dick.
mm, uh, but yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Here come my
Brain fart. Brain fart. All
brain
right.
fart, brain fart. But the ice wall. Speaking of the ice wall itself, now when the planet was flash frozen,
Yeah.
I don't know how the ice wall didn't melt. Everything, all the other shit melted, but the ice wall didn't melt. Antarctica didn't melt.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
What they saying? It melting. It's
the
melting now.
so-called the so-called North Pole didn't melt. But
Yeah.
anyway, if the ice wall melt, that means there's some land masses gonna rise and some land masses gonna fall.
Well, yeah.
Now,
Hey, and
speaking of the
hey,
ice
you
wall,
saying it now?
what about all the things that was frozen in the flash when it was flash frozen? What about all the things and the people and our ancestors that was frozen in this ice?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, you put cryogenics into effect. If you slowly unthaw these all type species, humans and ancestors and stuff in this ice, they slowly come back to life, like cryogenics.
Hey, if it's cold enough though, if it's cold enough, you know what I'm saying? If it, it's got to be certain temperatures, you know what I'm saying? And did it get warm, in
But
certain
I
times and
think they
stuff.
went.
So,
I think they
but
went down there and cut one of them big ass mammoths out the fucking ice, and they unthawed that motherfucker.
well, did the,
Yeah,
did the mammoth stay alive? Did it live
they
after
probably
it?
had to put it down because they couldn't contain it.
Yeah, makes sense too. Yeah, you fucking with something you don't know anything about.
You
So
know nothing
yeah,
about
yeah. I
shit.
mean, you gotta put all these
That
details
shit was
to it. Yeah,
from another damn time, you know.
yeah, yeah. You
And
gotta
like I
put all
said,
these details to it, cause I mean, I'm
well,
saying
hell,
we
they
been,
just like this damn cube box that they
yeah.
found in Saudi Arabia during the excavation, and
Hmm.
somebody dug this motherfucker up during the expedition. I don't think they're trying to build something, but they had to move a lot of damn sand, whatever it was out the way. But they dug this summit up, and this summit let out a damn uh, a plasma flash, and
I
it
missed
killed
this. I
four.
missed this.
It Yeah, this was several years ago,
Yeah, I missed
and
this. I missed it.
it was I think they said it killed something like 4,000 people. And then they tried to do it again and it killed some more people. So
Yeah.
then they called Putin.
Mm.
Saudi Arabia called Putin. And the church and Russia split with the Catholic Church in Rome because they was unrighteous in Rome. And they hadn't had any dealings for 1,000 years. And but the Pope had to give this bishop in Russia had to go down there in the basement and get some strolls or something. So he go take them strolls down there to Saudi Arabia, say these words over these strolls and stuff. And so this thing wouldn't let out no more plasma flash when they got ready to move it.
So see, that's what I'm saying. They know what's really going
Now,
on in this bitch.
y'all remember when John Kerry come up missing? He
Yeah.
gonna go down there and see what that cube's all about.
Uh.
After Putin them took it they took it to Antarctica.
Uh.
So John Kerry gonna go down there and see what this damn cube's all about. Well, that motherfucker got sick while he was down there. And after that, you didn't hear too much about John Kerry no more in the mainstream news. Just every once in a while.
That's why he went dark too. Okay, I was wondering why he went dark. You know, I say he really wasn't, out there like he used to be. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they say you learn something every day. And like I said, I didn't know nothing about
he
that.
got to earn the trip to get more anyway.
Yeah, because he's on that list. So believe that. You know what I mean? So
and just like that flood of information is getting ready to smack them all in the face about
oh man.
Who's getting arrested and all that shit. Like what we told their asses a few years ago.
Yeah, it was, like I said, that list come out 2017, so
see, there's a show on Rumble that adds up because this damn video has been out for like about 3 damn years now.
Yeah.
And it's called The Greatest Show on Earth. Because Trump said he was gonna make a movie out of this shit, and he did.
Yeah,
and it's
you keep saying
The Greatest Show on Earth. It's called The Greatest Show on Earth, and it's on Rumble. All you gotta do is go to Rumble, type it in, The Greatest Show on Earth.
Well, I hope he
tell you what they already done. So they done it years ago. They just has been playing this big goddamn illusion in your damn face ever since. Because they got to clean up the whole goddamn planet. And it's just taking them a while to clean up the planet. And in the meantime, all these little, what they call hot spots in war that flare up and shit, that's just these damn demonic motherfuckers trying to keep something going.
Well, but this, I mean, you see how, we've been played like a PS6. I mean, now you can go on and say that now. You've been played by a PS6, like a PS6. Because they've been lying to us so much, you know what I'm saying? Now a lot of this shit coming out. And now you look at yourself, like what you think, is you, this whole time we've been experimented on, you know what I mean? We've been, if it's not experimented on, we've been controlled to be what, you know what I'm saying, a certain being want us to be, you know what I'm saying? And that's like I want to put it, you know what I mean? So because now all this information coming out, and it's got to be something really, mind blowing over there on the other side of this ice wall. I mean, because they keeping it, they want to keep it so sacred, and then, no if too much information come out on it. But you see, is you got land masses over there. You see, it have to be, it's got to be some type of beings over there because you look at us and look at how far we done came. It's got to be more. It's have to be more. You know what I mean? And I see the public want to know more because people are still, TikTok is blowed up, with what you want to say, conspiracy. You know what I mean? People, really going into it and really trying to figure this shit out and go to the truth. Because we spoke about 2025. 2025 was this was the age of the truth now, the age of enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? So, this time that you really, really need to educate yourself, you know what I'm saying, on first find you, who you know what I'm saying, and what you supposed to do here. And what your heart lead out to push out, and then when you learn yourself, then you know what I'm saying, you could come on platforms and really speak about your experiences and stuff, because that's what I had to do. You know what I'm saying, I had to learn me first, you know what I mean. So, and now now they can't just tell me anything and I would just believe it. I got to go research it. So that's why we always tell people, go research, because this shit right here, this rabbit hole is full. It's messy. It's messy as fuck. And like Dickie said, when this shit slap you in the face, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to stand up. A lot of people ain't gonna be able to endure. You know what I'm saying? The information. I was hearing that people this information finally come out and the truth really come out. A lot of people gonna have heart attacks and die. You know what I'm saying? Because this information, this truth is so much to some people. So that's why we tell you, go do your research. Go on and bring a little bit at a time, that you can, so you can, because when I start hearing about the reptilians and start hearing about these type of beings that we live among, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to want to sugarcoat this thing because we live in among different, type of beings. You know what I mean? You might not, think it, you might think it's bullshit, but and I'm never gonna doubt that anymore because of my experiences. So I'm just saying that we in a time now, you got to start embracing the information because the next minute you'll start seeing different beings pop up all over the globe. You know what I mean? So you want to
Well,
embrace yourself already. Go ahead.
the information is getting ready to smack them real damn hard
I'm
in the
telling you, man.
motherfucking face. And
Man,
yes, by nature we are pack rats. By society we motherfucking lab rats.
yeah.
But
Hey, it's just what it is, yo. You know what I mean?
but yeah, we've been amongst damn extraterrestrial beings or interterrestrial beings the whole damn time.
The whole
Who
time
said,
in the
yeah,
hollow earth, in the earth. You know what I'm saying? See, that was you was talking about. You don't think it just flat like a pizza. You know what I'm saying? It had to be some inner earth in it because, like I said, you got this hollow earth too. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know what I'm saying? So you got
well
underground.
we came from somewhere else too.
Yeah,
But we reseeded and now we earthborn, indigenous to the blood of the planet. And as they say, checkmate. Yeah, we the blood of the planet.
yeah, checkmate. I
Checkmate.
was checking out Dane Calloway's page the other day, and it was he played a clip of a woman speaking about that, speaking about us being indigenous and how the Native Americans was trying to put their stamp on everything, become us. You know what I'm saying? She was going within it, and it makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? And that's what it goes on what I was telling you, you know what I'm saying? Now this is a shithole. You know what I'm saying? You want to look at, you know what I'm saying, this planet right now, it's a shithole. And that's the best word for it because there's so much shit that's been going on this bitch over many generations, lies, deceitful, you know what I'm saying? People took over, you know what I'm saying, lands. People did this to us, did this to different race and cultures and shit like that. This is a shithole. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
you imagine.
I'm gonna put it like this.
Go
Mother
ahead.
Earth ain't not no shithole. It's
I
just
ain't
some
say Mother
shithole,
Earth. I ain't say Mother
shithole
Earth. No,
ass people on this
I ain't say
motherfucker.
Mother. I ain't say Mother Earth. I'm saying the systems
Yeah.
and the shit
Well,
that
the
how they been
system is a
playing
shithole
this shit.
system.
Is the shithole. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
God damn,
Cause
Tennessee done brought this. They in 10 points. Damn, Bama now. It's
yeah,
20 to 30.
I was finna ask you what you watching the game. You know what I mean? So yeah, Tennessee and Alabama playing. That's our thing here, Tennessee and Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a Tennessee native, Nashville native. So
I'm an indigenous Tennessean.
yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
you
I'm
know,
an indigenous Tennessean, but I'm a damn native to Bama.
but with this us being lab rats, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to know how far this go back when they really start really uh, really cutting us off from the other side of the wall because like I said it had to be in a certain time, you know what I mean, because it ain't just started like that, you know what I mean. So
I think we got cut off the other side of the wall when they flash froze this motherfucker, and maybe the ice wall is part of the light code lockdown because when they put the light code lockdown around the planet,
Yeah, B Dale talk
Uh,
about that. B Dale, give it out to B Dale. B Dale talked about
yeah,
that.
give it up to B Dale, give it up to Rod Hayes. Give it up to the master teacher Malachi Z. York. But anyway, when they put that light code lifeline around the fact to keep this war that we've been perpetual war we've been in for eons and in a reincarnation cycle. Uh, uh, you can damn, I forgot where I was going with that. I need to smoke a nut. Hold on.
Yeah, light you'll know.
Yeah, I'm finna light my nut.
Yeah, to get them juices and electronic technicians, you know what I'm saying, juiced up.
Yeah,
Cause
but
I
the
mean,
light code lockdown,
yeah.
it was to keep this perpetual water we've been fighting for eon, so nobody could get in, nobody could get out. That's what that was for. Because the war broke out. See, it's written some damn well. Dr. Malachi Z talk about the war in heaven. Well, the war broke out up there first. Then it came down here. As above, so below. They say.
Because
Yeah, the war.
we just now we just getting this, this the start of it. It ain't even really gone into it yet because you see what's going on with our government, and Donald
It's the
Trump. So
fall of the. It's the fall of the corporation. This is what people need to wrap their minds around when it comes to Donald Trump and this mainstream media. It's the fall of the corporation. It's just like
yeah,
it's
and
like
it's
Big Lots going out of business. It's the fall of Big Lots. It's like uh Bojangles slowly going out of business. They close them up here, they close them up there, but it's slowly going away. It's like crystals. They close them up here and they close them up there. It's slowly going away. The corporation or the government that you grew up under is doing the same thing. It's slowly going away because we back to common law already. And I keep telling people, them goddamn cops out there, them city police and them state troopers, they are fucking foreign agents and they don't have no jurisdiction. And I done told 2 or 3 Metro cops that and a damn Tennessee state trooper.
I'm saying like your boy on Coming to America. He ain't lying. Because I mean, that's what we've been trying to educate people on, and a lot of people they look at you like you stupid. Like what you think I'm gonna
I mean, sure enough, they still trying to boss their damn little authority around, but they don't got no jurisdiction, and they know they don't. That's the problem. Some of them know they don't. I mean, I would probably pull your ass over too if you was running 100 miles an hour in the 50. Say, hey, what's your area? You in the 50? Can you slow it down? Just probably would give you no ticket, but I say, hey, just slow it down a little bit.
but
you
them
ain't,
drivers, but
but
if
now
but
these motherfuckers, they
if
want,
you got them
let me
driving
see your
license,
driving
yeah,
license. Let me
yeah,
see your insurance.
yeah,
Motherfucker, all that goddamn shit. Don't nobody
yeah,
need
yeah.
to have all that goddamn shit. All that shit was a ripoff.
Yeah, they hold under that shit under cut off law. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
and
they post
and
all that shit on the cut of law. That's the reason why they use them statues and them codes. Because they can't make no laws.
well, like I said, I've been telling people about them licenses for a long time too. You know what I mean? Get the affidavits of truth. You know what I'm saying? Get that, fill that out. Go get the affidavits
And
of
I'm
truth
gonna
at your
figure out a
county
way to
clerk office.
I'm gonna put
Go ahead.
Tennessee on notice. I'm gonna figure out a way to sue y'all motherfuckers for trying to make motherfuckers buy insurance because they let their tags the insurance
Yeah,
run out
yeah,
and y'all be
yeah,
fining them. I'm gonna figure out a
yeah,
way to sue y'all motherfuckers.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm
And I'm gonna
saying.
figure out a way to sue Alabama do the same damn thing. That's where they got it from.
That's what I'm
Alabama.
saying. It's like it goes on with a saying. What I've been hearing for years. Why would you have to pay for anything on this planet that you're born on? You know what I'm saying? And it makes a lot of fucking sense. It's like they got us paying for water. paying for energy, and we never gonna run out of water. We never gonna run out of energy, and we paying for it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. You know, this, and on this side of inside of this ice wall, we've been experimenting on all type of ways. You know what I'm saying? And just name it. Just name it. You know what I'm saying? We've been, you know, they've been putting it down on us. You know what I mean? And heavily. So that's why I said when all the truth come out, people, like I said, it's a lot of people gonna have a hard time. Me too. I'm gonna have, you know what I'm saying, a very hard time because we still don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to figure this shit out. You know what I mean? Because, you know, and nobody's gonna really be a master of anything because everything always keep evolving. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna never know everything. You know what I'm saying? But just to know, you know what I'm saying, uh, got a good insight on it, I think you can make it through it. You know what I mean? If you stay grounded, you know what I mean? So, because I'm just saying, because this is so much shit that came out in the last 20 years that you know what I'm saying, we've been on it. And I'm like, damn, if we gonna really make it through this, you know what I mean? Because you seeing what's been playing out here recently, and I want to keep going backwards, talk about the Charlie Kirk thing, but like I told you, you know what I'm saying, they use the same tactics over and over again to keep us.
Yeah.
They use the same tactics. Like I was speaking about the Kirk situation. It was the 9/11, you know what I'm saying, energy grab. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
some people took it like, oh, that's bullshit. But you go back and look at the dates. Look at the dates. The dates, you know what I'm saying? The numbers don't lie. You know what I mean? And that's this cabal, this dark cabal, they work on these numbers. You know what I mean? So, and I would tell people go and get your understanding by this gematria, because this gematria, this is what they stick on with by the numbers. Because that's why I be telling people, how you know this was a setup. Everything in the mainstream is rituals. You know what I'm saying? Just look at the fucking numbers. You know what I mean? They have to keep people, you know what I'm saying, believing them, believing their narrative, so they can keep pushing you down this long ass rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? Keeping your ass controlled, keeping you, you know what I'm saying, in the game, in their game. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, because it's their game, because that's
yeah,
why they gave you Social
yeah,
Security. You're the
yeah,
social and the security. You both
yeah.
of them.
Yeah, and so far the people are waking up. They don't feel so secure anymore. You know what I
And
mean?
they
Because
want to
people
keep
waking up.
and they want to keep you alive for so damn long. And then by the time you get retired, they want to get you to go to the damn doctor. So doctor start giving you a lot of damn drugs. So you
Yeah,
get sick rapidly. And
yeah,
then time you do get old enough to retire, you won't last but a few years.
a few years, and you see they keep upping the dates on the Social Security and then the
Well,
retirements and
see,
all that shit.
you got to look at it like this: the whole Biden regime was an act.
Right?
That
We
was a deliberate movie.
we know
I don't give a damn what nobody said. That
that.
was a
We know that
deliberate.
shit.
That was a deliberate movie.
Yeah, we know
And
that shit.
so everything that they done under the goddamn big grand illusion, they were just fake. Even they up to damn to 67 under the fake ass Biden regime, it don't count. They wasn't even legitimate.
Nothing,
Shit.
nothing, nothing. Joe
Uh,
Biden was doing nothing that come out. Nothing. The whole 4 years was bullshit. You know what I mean?
well, see,
So
when Sheriff Opia came out against Obama by his goddamn birth certificate. I don't know why everybody just wanted to kiss Obama's ass instead of, well, wait a minute. Why is this damn sheriff talking about Obama like this? Instead of doing some investigation about the shit, I started doing some investigation about Obama. And let me tell you, under Sheriff Opia got this dude that was a document expert. He can tell whether they fake, tell whether they real. He got some type of procedure that they can do.
Well, this particular guy is supposed to be some type of expert. He world known. But anyway, Sheriff O'Pire got him to analyze Obama's birth certificate. He told Sheriff O'Pire, said, hey, look, I voted for Obama. He said, now, and I won't do nothing to, to harm my president. He said, but I'm in this line of work. I will take a look at that document. Well, after he had it analyzed down his thing with it, he couldn't clear the document, said the document was authentic. Now, when you can't clear the document, says authentic, that raises another red flag. Is this some bitch a legal ass president? No, Obama was not a legal president. When Obama got elected, the game was over then because he was an illegitimate president. So the game of trying to keep the corporation going, it was over with Obama. That's why Trump won the next round, because the military went and got Trump, put his ass in office. Because Trump put a tweet out in 2013 that said they should have never messed with the kids.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Now I know there's some brothers and sisters are calling Trump, still calling Trump a motherfucking child rapist, because they seen him with Jeffrey Epstein, and the media blew it out of proportion.
Well, you
Now,
see what he doing now. Like I said, I told you I was gonna be hard on him because the fact is, it's time to see some arrests. Like I said on fucking Beverly Hills Cop, when he said when Axel Ball said, nigga, he said, I don't want to see none of these blue slips. I want to see some damn arrest slips. You know what I mean? That's
but
what
here's
I've been
what I
wanting to be
want to
on.
see, Dice.
Yeah,
They done already done the dirty deal. I just want him to
I
damn
just
say,
want to
hey,
see it.
the movie's cut the EBS channels on, everybody go home for 10 days, sit back, watch all that, force feed these motherfuckers. That's what they said they're gonna
Mhm.
do anyway.
Yeah,
That's
you
what they
wanted to
said. That
you just want them just to stop
I
the
just want them to
film and
go and get it
everything.
over with. Yeah, just
Yeah,
get it,
I am too.
cause
I
that's
do too.
what
I
they
really
said
do
they
too.
were gonna do on the military news. They gonna cut these fucking EBS channels on. Your fucking phone gonna beep 3 times, and
I
you
remember
gonna
that.
get a message. They gonna
Yep.
cut the internet off.
Yep.
The only signals you gonna get is from the military,
Yep.
and
All they say
uh
you gonna hear like an
the
Amber
your
Alert, but you ain't gonna hear
yeah,
nothing else.
the internet's gonna be shut down, the bank's gonna be shut down. So hey, all them card floppers, y'all ain't gonna be able to spend no money, because y'all should got some cash out. Yeah,
I
y'all ain't
mean,
gonna
yeah, I
spend no
remember that.
money.
I
Y'all
remember
better put
that.
some
You
cash
know,
out now. I've been
so
telling y'all this for 2 years. Hey, the Bible said no man know the time or
yeah,
when it's gonna happen. I don't know the
well,
time when it's going. I just know it's gonna happen.
well, you know what era it's playing out because I mean, you see it. I mean, live is day, you know. And if you listen to, Alexis K. Tyler, I want to keep putting her name out there because that's who I go in and really listen to, and she don't be wrong, man. She don't be wrong, and she be up on it, you know what I mean? And she was speaking about, like the Bible said, uh, mother's gonna turn on daughters, and sons gonna turn on daddies, and fathers gonna turn on sons, and you gonna have sons killing fathers, and daughters killing mothers and stuff like that. That's what she was speaking about. A lot of these
Well,
people
here,
finna
let me tell
start.
you,
A lot of these people finna start. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, going crazy. Yeah, I mean, just like
here's the
that.
thing:
Go ahead.
the ones that's gonna be doing the dirty. Them are the ones that ain't can't handle the slap in the fucking face. Yeah, the ones that start the shit with the other one are the ones that ain't gonna be in denial. They ain't gonna, cause they don't want to believe this shit. And when the other party trying to explain it to them, they gonna get mad, want to fight, kill, like you say. But I guess this is where we come in. We gotta do more meditation and to uplift their fucking consciousness through the consciousness grid, and cause that's basically what we're doing when we meditate. We're trying to uplift everybody else's consciousness to raise their fucking consciousness.
And that's what we spoke about years ago about us, being one, because we are one. You know what I
We
mean?
all one.
We all in one, and it's sometimes like you can read, what read people's thoughts, or y'all come out saying the same thing at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I know people does that. You know what I'm saying? Damn, you was thinking what I was thinking, or you said what I was saying. So you know what I mean?
That's right.
That's proof
Stay on the
of
same frequency.
on the same frequency. That tells you, you know what I'm saying? We are one. You know what I mean? And that's what I've been trying to, push out for years. You know what I'm saying? Look at all this shit. All this shit is connected. We are connected to all this shit. From everybody think we from America is so different from Pakistan and different from Africa. No, we all connected, yo. You know what I mean? You just gotta, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta slow down and look at these things. You know what I'm saying? Analyze these things. Do your own research on these things. You
Now
know what I mean? So
here's gonna be another slap in the face for 'em.
yeah,
What did they find out that everybody on the planet originally was dark skinned and woolly hair? The Japanese, the
yeah, yeah,
Chinese,
yeah,
the
yeah,
fucking Russians, the
yeah.
Germans, the Europeans, the Africans, the damn South Americans, the Mexicans. Quite naturally, uh Turtle Island, that's us. Yeah, America. Yeah, it's Turtle Island. And they claim they didn't know where it was. Uh yeah. Uh
I've been saying,
whole
don't
damn
just
whole damn planet connect Canadians. Whole damn planet was damn copper brown, nappy head, woolly head shit.
see.
That's
That's
gonna be
what.
see that's gonna be the toughest pill to swallow for. That's gonna be the toughest pill to swallow for some of us. Hey, and your
Well,
ass ain't from Africa. Now you can go be from Africa if you want to, but
so
I
that's
mean,
why.
how many times do I got to put the list out? That in 1492 they called us Indians. Then in 1600s they called us slaves. Then they called us Negroes. Then they called us colored. Then they called that. Then they called. Name another motherfucking nationality on the planet that's had they damn classification changed that much. Name one.
Not one. Hey, hey, hey.
That's a red flag
Oh,
right there,
that's
Bubba.
what. That's what
That's a
I'm
red
saying.
flag.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it's a red flag.
This is all a fucking experiment they are putting on us. You know what I mean? You look at all this shit, all this stuff that we done had to do all over these generations. You know what I mean? And you can't nothing but say this is a fucking experiment. You know what I mean? So it just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because there's more gonna come out. There's more gonna come
It
out, and
is a
more
good.
going. It's gonna seem
It
so. The truth seems weird and bizarre. You know what I mean?
it
So
is a galactic experiment, though.
yeah, yeah,
It's a galactic experiment.
yeah, yeah. Because we
Cause
know
because see, like they
we know
say,
about the deals and shit too. With our government deal with the extraterrestrials. So we know that
and
too. We
like
know that. Go ahead.
the Palladians said in 2014, 2015, the Palladians said that there's more species here and more ships here that's sitting out there, supposed to be sitting out there above the dome, on the other side of the ice wall one, that if they uncloak their ships, because they are sitting out there cloaked, if they uncloak their ships, they will block the sun.
I remember
They
that.
tell
I
they
remember
saying
that.
that's how many ships is out there. But
Yeah.
see, all these species came in, supposed to have come. This is what the Palladians say. This could be some bullshit too, uh but the Palladians say, because see, they part of Ashtar Command too. But anyway, that's a whole nother story too. Ashtar Command, you want to learn about them, go to Young Elder channel. He tell you about Ashtar Command. But I thought I learned about them through watching that girl Barbara. Can't remember her last name. Her name was Barbara. She's a
Barbara
champ.
Munchunk, something like Mudchuck,
Ye-
Munchunk, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, I know he's talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
she's a Chandler.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
she said that shit then. She showed did. Uh-huh.
Well, we want to educate people what she did. Said she basically, she go into a she I can't even get the word out. Uh, she goes in and really, she let the Pleiades use her body, what I'm saying, and come in
Mm-hmm.
and really speak through her, you know what I mean, to get the messages out, you know what I mean. So and like I said, I was looking at Barbara too. I mean, this was years ago, you know what I mean, when I was looking at her, you know what I'm saying. This was about 25 years ago. This how long this this information goes back. It goes back farther than that. But this is how far that we start educating ourselves and seeing and hearing about all these extraterrestrials and the Pleiades and the reptilians and all other species that interacting on this planet. You know what I mean? So when I found out that these reptilians and what they was doing here, you know what I mean, and what they doing with the children, oh yeah, I knew I had to, get off in this and really, change the frequency for real. Because if not, this was gonna be a death zone. This planet is gonna be a death zone. This is what they want. This is what they Mad Max, number deserts. They want this, to be their, command center. So we, like I said, we gotta come together and keep green
Yeah, they
around this
basically
some
want
bitch.
a playground. What they want.
Yeah, that's what they, so
They basically want a playground,
that's
so
what
they
I'm
can
saying.
tear up shit.
So we going through so many different experiences. You know what I'm saying? We arguing and fighting among each other. This is what they want. You know what I'm saying? That's what they, I'm just gonna keep pushing this until all this shit, come to the head. This is what they want. They want us to fight with each other. They want us to, to keep this low frequency, this low vibration going because this is what they want. You know what I mean? So we can't give them what they want. You know what I mean? So I'm not, you know what I mean? So just saying, we got to be in one. We got to be in one tune with this. So I'm just saying, this has all been an experiment because the shit that I've been coming across, and what they've been doing, all these generations, man, this shit is unbelievable. For real, it's unbelievable. So okay, Donald Trump, this military. And people, Memphis getting hit hard with these military, and they
Yeah, they
talking
gonna go
about
down
it.
there and find out them goddamn crooked ass record companies down there in Memphis killing all them damn rappers.
But hey,
They gonna
thank
get them.
you, thank
They gonna
you,
get them too.
thank you,
Cause
because
there's a lot of
hey,
crooked politicians down there in Memphis. Just
man,
like there's a
thank
lot of
you.
crooked politicians in Chicago. That's why they had to damn back off. That's my opinion. That's why they had to back off of Chicago for a second and regroup and rethink this on how they gonna go in Chicago. Cause Chicago, it's been a gangster city for a long time.
For a
Don't think
long
it
time,
ain't.
yeah, for a
It's
long
a well
time.
oiled. It's a well oiled machine. They got and they got their loyalists up in there. Yeah, they got their lawless.
Well, thank you for speaking on about the record labels going on in Memphis and what they doing. Like I told you, I mean, they behind a lot of saying these rappers getting murdered now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to divert from that. You know what I mean? But we ain't, because we see it. You know what I mean? Because you don't hear anything about these labels after these people have their timely demise. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear nothing about them. But you hearing about the insurance policies. You hearing about that? You know what I mean? That's why I say this what goes on with being we experiment on. You know what I mean? And we getting played like a PS6. You know what I mean? We falling for the same shit, but like we saying, they don't change their strategy. They don't change it. They might move certain pieces around, but it be the same fucking thing. You know what I mean? So don't be
Yeah, well,
fooled by this shit.
that's just like the chess pieces in this Biden regime. Well, they already done execute Biden for the goddamn election got there. Right after the election won, I forgot when it. But anyway, they that's why they let this son bitch be president for 4 more years, so they can go arrest some more of these damn deep state motherfuckers. They didn't have it all tied up. So they play. So they made a movie, another movie. I guess that was part two.
Well, you know what? I want to see these movies when everything get cut and we finally get where we need to be. I want to sit down and watch these movies again to see
Well, here's the
that
thing.
see that we catch everything.
Yeah, well, hey, you can start
Yeah.
off by going to Rumble and just type in the search, the greatest show on earth, and it's gonna be Trump. Look like he's gonna be carrying some babies in his arms,
Okay.
and like he's rescuing some babies, like
Okay.
he's coming out the water or something, rescuing some babies.
I want to
And
see this.
but yeah, that's like I said, that's been on run for about 3 years now,
Okay.
and
Okay. But
uh,
Chicago, like you said, Chicago, they having a rough time trying to go in Chicago like they want to. But
yeah, they
like you
want
said,
to,
the
but like I
Chicago
said.
been rough for a long time. Chicago been rough for a long time. Now I
And they
see what
got
some of them say. Go ahead.
they lawless now. It's just the thing about it is, how many look like us gonna be loyal to them motherfuckers?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
That's what what I want to know. How many of them look like us gonna be loyal to that system
yeah, yeah,
in Chicago, in
yeah,
Chi-Town,
yeah. Because this,
in
I mean,
Windy City?
I'm just saying, this is one hell of an ending. You know what I'm saying? If this coming to an end, this is one hell of an ending. This is the great start of the ending. Because, like I said, what I've been hearing, it's going to get a lot more rougher than this. You know what I mean? So that's why I always tell people, that's why they was telling people, go on and do your, stockpile your water, your food, and all this shit. Because you never know how this shit was turned out. You know what I mean? We seeing groceries, I spent $100 on groceries, come out with 4 bags. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just saying. I remember back in the early 80s and 90s and shit. You spend $100, you getting a trunk full of food. I mean, I ain't talking about just
I
a
I
average
spent a
trunk.
hundred
I'm talking
dollars.
about a Cadillac Broham with a long body. You know what I'm saying? Trunk
Yep.
full of
Trump
food
be full of food for
for
a
a hundred
hundred.
dollars.
Back in the day, yeah, for
Yeah.
$100. Yeah, shit. You better hope you had a big enough car to put it all in.
Come out with
That's why they make.
three
That's why they make these
baskets.
little compact cars now, cause you can buy $100 and put 3 or 4 bags in and shit. They ain't
That's
gonna hold
it.
4 or 5 bags no damn way.
That's it. And you look at the bag, you ain't got shit. You still ain't got nothing. You probably got
Now
some toilet paper.
I spent $120 the other night,
Yeah.
and all I did was bought me some pineapples, uh,
And that was
a
$14.95.
mango, some
Yeah, that was 50.
oranges,
Yeah, that was $10.
some strawberries, some fake ass
Yeah.
strawberries. I
That was
cut the middle out of,
$25. Yeah, you
and
had
then I bought me
$70
some of
now.
them. I bought me some hippie blueberries,
Mm.
and I bought me some dandelions, some cilantro, some carrots, and some parsley,
All for
and
$100.
and some of them 22 grain nuts and seeds bread, and what else I get? Some
All for
coconut milk,
$100. For
some
$100.
coconut, yeah, some coconut milk, and a dozen of damn brown ass eggs. Supposed to be organic brown eggs.
Anyway, $126.
Oh, 126.
That's
Okay.
just to make my juice.
Okay. Damn. Yeah. I'm just
That's to
saying
make
this.
my. And what
I'm
I
just,
don't make juice out of is I make my salads out of. What's left, I make my salad out of.
I'm just saying this stuff is being, it's showing that they taking
Oh
our
yeah, I
food
forgot about the
source.
beets.
They
I got
controlling
some
the food
beets.
source. They controlling the
Yeah.
food source on us. You know what I mean? Because I remember one person it made a lot of sense now. Why the hell we walk down the street, we don't see fruit trees, we don't see apple trees, we don't see pear trees, nowhere in America. You know what I mean?
That
So
that's
so
right.
I remember back in the day, you go in people's yard, they might have an apple tree, a pear tree, or something like that. But you don't even see that shit no more. You know what I mean?
Now see these damn the deal is all these subdivisions now. You think you own your house because you paying that house note there, but see, you got that homeowners association.
Yeah,
Them motherfuckers own your house.
yeah,
Cause see, they tell you can't plant that shit in your goddamn yard.
yeah.
And if you notice, I don't give a damn what neighborhood you go to, whether it's upscale or low scale, they ain't got no fruit trees. They all
Yeah,
male fucking trees because they were trying to turn Mother Earth into a male.
I don't know how they were gonna do that, but
I don't know how they were gonna do that either.
not just planting some fucking trees. You know what I mean? I don't know how they would do that. You know what I mean? Because shit.
I
But
mean, all across America, they cut down the fruit trees or the good tree and cut down all the wild trees growing in the wild and put subdivisions up.
mhm.
And then they replant them with fucking male trees. Now make that shit make sense.
That's what I'm
As
saying.
Rod would say,
They,
let that sink in.
yeah, they changing everything that we were. You know what I mean? They trying
that's
to.
what it. That's what the design was to change everything
Yeah,
and flip everything that we were.
yeah. So, but now you seeing,
Now we flipping it back.
they flipping back because you seeing how the earth and they
That's why
they
the
saying
corporation got to go.
they saying that a lot of the land masses is shifting. Not saying, but you see it. A lot of this
Mm-hmm.
the land masses is shifting. You know what I mean? Like we talk,
That's
we talking about this fresh water came out the ground all of a sudden. You know what I mean? So and all over, and it talks about the fresh water came out of sewers of New York. You know what I mean? And I remember watching the videos. Like, dude was like, "Where did this fresh water coming from?" You know what I mean? You would think this water would be muddy and dirty and stuff like that, but when the water just come up and it was so clear, like some spring water. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be a shift coming here. You know what I mean? And
speaking of water. While we on the subject,
yeah,
now I seen this the other day. These people, these labs did these tests on this damn water. Uh, that Great Value water. Y'all better not buy that shit. That shit got some arsenic poison or something in it. That Dasani water. It's got some type of uh PCs or something in it. Maybe some arsenic poison in it too. That Deer Park got some arsenic in it. Uh, it was a bunch of them. Pure Life, Pure Life got it ain't all cracked up what it's supposed to be. Uh, I think Alabama just won that game, 37-23, I believe it was. But yeah, uh, I said Deer Park. What's another that we get around here? That Smart Water. It. How should I say this? It's got some flaws, it's not as bad as Deer Park and all that other crap, but it had a low level of PCs or something. Something about the PCs or something in it. I think it's plastics, about plastic in it. And but he said that smart water was better for you than that goddamn Deer Park, that Dasani, that
That's
Nestle water,
crazy.
that
That is
Nestle
crazy.
water,
Yeah.
Pure Life, called Pure Life. Yeah, that's Nestle water. And one of them damn companies, I forget the name of it, they was taking wastewater from some damn well, and they were just filtering that shit and mixing it with some more damn water, and they putting that shit in the bottle. That Aquafina, I used to buy Aquafina all the time because I thought it was some nice ass water to drink. It was decently priced, a little bit more than the rest of it, and shit, they drawing Aquafina out the goddamn tap right in the bottle. They ain't even filtering shit. And then they mark it up, and then you go in the store, think you getting better water. You could have just drank that shit out your faucet.
I said, if we ain't been experiment on, I don't know what. You know what I mean?
And
So it's go
now
ahead.
one made the good list. That Evian water made the good list. That Mountain Valley Spring water made the good list. Uh, it seemed like it was one more that made the list. I can't think of all of them. There's 2 or 3 more made the good list, but that we don't get them around here. Now you can go off in other parts of the country, and they got them, but we don't get them around here. At least I don't see them anyway.
They
But let me tell you about my water.
uh-huh.
My water didn't make the bad list, and my water didn't make the good list. So I'm trying to figure out where the fuck does it fall?
See,
Does it fall way? Does it fall way down on the bad list, or does it fall way down on the good list?
well, I
Because see,
mean,
they only gave like the top 20.
so who was that blogger that talked about this water? Because Donald Trump went into about this water. You know what I mean? Because he was finding out they was what they was finding in the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, because we know we talked about Flint, Michigan, and like I said, they still ain't did nothing to their water. The only thing they did is moving around some pipes a little bit. That's it. They ain't cleaned none of their water up. You know what I mean? So I'm
Flint,
just
Michigan
saying,
got a serious problem because here's the thing about it: the stores, even though most of the people in Flint, Michigan probably buying water now, but the
that's
motherfucking
what they saying. They
stores
buying
can
number
can
bottled water.
can can get water that's got still got arsenic poison in them and stuff, and they go in the store and buy, and it's just as bad as the
The
not
Flint
as
water.
healthy
Yeah,
as the
yeah,
fucking Flint water.
yeah. See, that's what I'm saying, man. That's why I titled this, this live. We have been experiment on. You know what I mean? This is all nothing but a fucking dirty experiment.
Hey,
And
there's a video. I know it's on fucking Rumble on on my channel, and it's melanated girl, and she's saying the same thing. I put that video up there a while back, and she said the same thing. We just one big ass goddamn experiment, and we just one big ass lab rat. They done made lab rats out of all of us. Yeah, they did. Cause look how long it took me to realize I was eating fucking fake ass food.
yeah, I mean, shit. Because you go like I was talking to my kids the other day. You go in the grocery store and you go look
I'll be back in a minute.
how many fruits and stuff that have got seeds in it. You know what I mean? You will not find it no more. It don't exist. That's how we grow things. That's how we, what I'm saying, we feed each other, you know what I'm saying, because of the seeds. Now they taking all the seeds out of the stuff and we eating all this, all the generic foods and stuff. And like I said, it's not good for us. We supposed to get energy off these foods. We supposed to get energy off the water. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be, but all this dead water that we're drinking, you know what I'm saying, with arsenic and all these metals in the waters and stuff like that, we getting heavy doused with different chemicals and shit every on a daily basis. We talked about the chemtrails. You know what I'm saying? I hope people don't educate themselves about the chemtrails and stuff like that, because it's not good to go out there and drink the water now. I seen kids go out there, they trying to fill buckets up and fill, canteens and shit up, you know what I'm saying, with the rainwater, but not realizing, you know what I'm saying, that's the rainwater is poison. You know what I mean? So, we spoke about this years ago. And I just hope people just keep educating themselves on this. And we're gonna keep having lives. And we're gonna still keep having live streams, and we're gonna keep on, mentioning these things, talking about these things, and hoping, yeah, we just have a smooth conversation with each other, me and Dickie, but we give out jewels, you know what I mean? So when people go back and do their own fucking research, you know what I mean? Because we ain't number family men. We take care of our families and stuff like that. But like I said, we awaken in this bitch. We awaken and we seeing what they're doing. We know we are lab rats. We know, what I'm saying, about certain informations. And they real mad, pissed off, because, us regular people is finding out their dirty tricks, and we educating ourselves on it. You know what I mean? And that's the whole point of them, censoring and shadow banning a lot of us, because we become being, of the know. You know what I'm saying? And we in the era of the know. You have to know, what I'm saying, this stuff is going on. You know what I mean? You can't second guess yourself. You can't just thinking, what you seeing is all in your head. No, what you that first glance, that first time you seen it, that's real. You know what I mean? That's what I was telling my son. When whatever you see it and how you decode it the first time, that's how that's real. You know what I mean? Don't second guess yourself. You can't second guess yourself these days. You know what I'm saying? Because all the truth is being revealed to you right now. You know what I mean? So, Dick, as we going into the later in this show, so you got anything else you want to start adding out before we make the closure of this live tonight?
Uh, Watch what the fuck you eat. Like I said, I want to talk about that fake ass food now. Cause hey, they taught us to eat 3 times a day, knowing damn well that was a death sentence. Eating
Right,
three
right.
times a day.
Hell yeah, it is. I
That's a
mean,
fucking death sentence. And
yeah.
then on top of that, then they started making fake food.
Hmm. You keep
And
putting all
shit.
that dead food in your body. You know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? All that shit don't even supposed to be in your body. You got heavy metals and shit all in the water and all in the foods and stuff. In the cereal. You know what I mean? Much metal they found in the cereal.
Now I like bread.
Yeah.
I don't eat much bread no more. Yeah, every once in a while I eat some bread.
Yeah.
Just like them 22 grains and stuff they said if you gonna eat. If you got to eat bread, eat some bread. Just got the nuts and the grains and the seeds in them. But maybe they put some marijuana seeds in them motherfuckers. Shit, I can eat some of them.
Well, they've been experimenting on that too. I know what I'm saying. This that we think we getting real. You know what I'm saying. This is laboratory weed. You know what I mean. So
It
we
is
gotta talk about
laboratory
that
weed,
too.
cause
We gotta talk about
yeah, it
that
is
too.
laboratory weed, cause hey, I ain't found a seed in the
AC
weed
nowhere,
in about
nowhere.
3-4 years, man.
3. I want to say a whole decade for me. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen
Well,
no.
it started disappearing now, but
Yeah.
every once in a while you run up on some damn regular weed, but I ain't seen like 3 or 4 years ago. I could find some regular weed down here, and every once in a while you find a fucking seed in it. You
Well,
don't find it.
I still
I
haven't
ain't,
seen it. I still
I
haven't
ain't
seen
seen, I ain't seen a seed in
it.
about 4 years,
You know
Dice.
what I'm saying? I still haven't seen it.
Period.
I ain't.
I seen
It's
some.
a.
I seen some pretty ass motherfucking buds. I'm sitting here looking at one now. Some pretty ass motherfucking bud, but
But
you
no
can't
seed.
find. You can't find no seed in it.
Because back in the day, even the high grade shit had seeds in it. You look at the seed, it might be looking exotic, but they still had seeds. Now you don't see none of that shit no more.
Yeah, and even the female plants back then, a lot of them didn't have a lot of seeds in, but you'd find a seed in at least one seed in every fucking bud of the female plant. You would find a goddamn at least one or two seeds in the female plant. Sure would. So you don't find no seeds now.
You don't find shit now.
You
know
don't
what I
find
mean?
no male seeds. No find.
So,
and hey, it must be like Monsanto shit. Every year you gotta come back and get another seed.
Man.
No, to grow some.
Nigga, seed gonna be on.
Cause we done modified it. But see, this is the shit that they were doing back in the 70s and the 80s. Remember them High Time magazines?
Oh, yeah. I remember the magazines, yeah.
They was out in the late 70s and the 80s. And them High Time, I used to buy them all the time. But especially back in the late 70s and 80s, I used to buy them High Time magazines all the time. But, and they was experimenting with this fucking weed then, man.
Yeah.
They sure was. They was giving it different names and shit. This is this and this is that. And see, I look at it like it's a fucking CIA project.
Speak on it, because we was just talking about
that's what I'm thinking it is. All this damn hybrid weed. This was a fucking CIA project because CIA didn't like marijuana because it fucks up their MK Ultra subjects.
Yeah, it does. It does. You know what I mean? But they show you that though. They show you that. They show you that in some of these movies. You know what I'm saying about the marijuana. You know what I mean? So like I said, people, you got this.
I heard a chick testify. She was an MK Ultra subject, and they kept telling her stop smoking fucking weed because every time she smoked some weed, she didn't do what she's supposed to do.
Yeah. That's why I said they.
And it wasn't because she was high. It's because it put her in another frequency where it overruled their command. Because what a lot of us don't know about weed, they used to use this shit in ancient pre-spiritual rituals. This motherfucking
and we talked
weed.
about that. We talked about that years ago on the podcast about
this. Shit is,
you know what I'm saying?
Now I know why I like it so much. This shit is sacred.
Yeah, it is.
But here's the thing about it: we using it the wrong way. We using it just to get a buzz. But I don't even use to get a buzz no more, cause I don't get a buzz no more.
You been smoking it for too long.
Unless I smoke. I mean, I got some pretty good weed now. If I quit smoking for about a week and then smoke a joint, this shit'll knock me the fuck out.
Yeah, okay.
I
was worried about you there for a minute. I was worried about that for a minute.
I done it before, cause it used to be sometime I take me a joint or two, leave out on a Sunday or early Monday morning or something. I want to get back home till Friday or Saturday. Shit, I come home Friday evening, drink a motherfucking beer, smoke one of these motherfuckers. Son, somebody had to tote me to the bed.
Okay.
Man, one evening, old lady got home. I was sitting there and I done smoked about 3/4 of that motherfucking damn doobie blunt, whatever it was, and drank that one goddamn Michelob. And I hadn't been high all week long. I said, baby, I gotta go to bed. I can't keep my damn eyes open. I got up and I staggered all the way to that. She said, how much you done had? I said, honey, I ain't had but one joint, one bitter. She said, why you staggering? No damn well I do 20 times more.
Oh, shit.
She said, why you staggering? Shit.
I wish I was a fly on the wall to see that one.
Don't smoke for a while, and you got some really good shit.
Yeah. Okay, as we finna get ready to end up this live for the night, I want to talk about tomorrow. We're gonna go in. We're gonna have a miscellaneous tomorrow. We're gonna have a rant. We're going on a Sunday night rant. So for people that loves to just hear all different type of information, all different type of topics, whatever, we just gonna go in. We just gonna, we gonna be speaking from the heart, and whatever saying come to mind, we gonna go in and speak about it because, like I said, it's so needed for us to go on a rant. Really, just talk about numerous of things. And I know we don't talk about numerous of things tonight, but I'm talking about we have a different way of going in and talk about different things. And so if we losing anybody, leave in the live. I mean, leave in the chat tomorrow chat that hey, slow down a little bit because like I said, we're gonna go in. You know what I mean? Because we talk about all type of shit when we go into our rants. And and I just want to thank people for just being there and being an ear. You know what I mean? In any way we can change a person's life. It could be one person. You know what I mean? Or have them go in and do their research and start learning, start educating themselves. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot to us because that's what we here to do. You know what I mean? So as I know we talked about we're gonna do a 2 hour live tonight, but I gotta cut it a little short because wifey in bed. So dig it. Your ending thoughts. Your ending thoughts. And then
If
tomorrow.
anybody tried, my ending thoughts is if anybody tried to tell you ask you why you trying to do all that research, why you trying to do all that to elevate your knowledge and your conscience, you need to start running the other way because that person ain't no good for you. I'm being serious now.
Yeah, because I mean, you
That
got a
person
lot of
really
these.
ain't no good. That person really ain't
Yeah,
no good for you. They got really bad energy because they don't want to know nothing and they don't want you to know shit either.
yeah.
They don't
You
even
got,
want you to waste your energy on it. And
yeah,
it's
you
like,
got.
it's like, it's their energy you gonna use to do it with. Shit. Nah.
Cause you got a lot of demons and demonic entities. You know what I'm saying? It's jumping into people. You know what I mean? Taking over people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know they low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way the demons could take over you if you're low vibration. You know what I mean? So like I said, we done went into numerous
Now,
live streams talking about this.
some of these people, I think they know they love vibration. They know they some evil motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They know they
Yeah.
always want to start some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. They know they want to be the king and the queen on the motherfucking block. They don't want nobody being equal.
Well,
Anytime a motherfucker don't want you to be equal as him, you need to watch. You need to watch. Keep your eyes on them.
yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Cause
Because
we all are one. That mean we all the same. We all just got different characteristics. But yeah,
I,
we all.
you said it just right. Different characteristics of all of us. You know what I mean? And we all got our own mission too. We got our own, contracts while we here. You know what I mean?
That's right. We all
So
got a contract.
you know what I
I'm
mean? So
rewriting
it's
my contract. I'm for the new one. For the new age. Cause we in the new age now.
yeah. So yeah, I want to end this one up tonight. Thank everybody for listening. And you know what I'm saying? For the ones that missed it, you know what I'm saying? The playback, you already listening to it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sense in saying it now because you already listened to it. But all our links is in the description. You want to find us on Instagram, find us on Rumble. This is Rumble. Rumble is it's one of my favorite platforms. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give it up. The Telegram. Now we sign out to YouTube. YouTube and like I said, please subscribe to us on YouTube. You know what I mean? Because like I said, we coming up a little bit. You know what I mean? But we already know how YouTube play. We know how they play their game. You know what I'm saying? They put us in these lower algorithms so we don't be in people's feeds. So we don't start, you know what I'm saying, waking the masses or people don't start getting that good information. So, but I want to end it with that. I love You know what I'm saying? Please, you know what I'm saying? Please share this long and wide. All the newcomers, please, if you figure this channel is you and you can get a lot of information, please subscribe. Because I post like every day now. Go ahead.
I usually say this in person to somebody, but these gonna be my ending words.
Yeah.
I just want to say I love all y'all. I even loved you before you even jumped in that body reincarnated this time. So I just want to say one love and be blissful.
Yeah. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for being y'all. I love y'all and I'm out.